Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. First of all, I'd like to thank all my viewers once again, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone that's tuned into my channel, will watch my other videos, readings, who have left comments, click the like button. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did or whatever you're about to do is much appreciated and it does help the channel. Okay, so I'm going to be discussing this topic. Okay, it's called the spiritual truth about Obama's infamous speech. Okay, now first of all, I just want to say, okay, as a black female, as a Muslim, as a spiritualist, as a high priestess, as a divine feminine, okay, I have a lot of respect for Obama, okay, for Barack Obama, okay. He um I could say, okay, from what I have seen, he seems to be a very intelligent person. Um He looks like to be a very good husband, father, okay. And also, I believe I could say, all right, that he's also a good public figure, okay, that other black people, okay, can look to as a form of a way, an example, I should say, that um we can look towards. Okay, I won't say to idolize, but he has done a lot of things, okay, which maybe years ago, a lot of people wouldn't have thought, okay, that they would be able to achieve, and he has done that, even though he has had help in the background. But I see him, okay, as I should say, as a very intelligent person who have achieved a lot, okay. So there's a lot of good things, okay, we as individuals can learn, especially when it comes to um we as a black people, okay, there's lots of things that we can learn from Obama, okay, even though we don't agree with some of the things he's done, some of the things he's said, but there's a lot of things, okay, that we could learn from him, okay, because you see, even though um you find like certain celebrities or politicians, okay, uh, do certain things, okay, there are certain things that we can learn from them as individuals, because we have to remember that we are not perfect, they're not perfect, okay, but there are certain things that they do, okay. We can sort of sit back and say, even though I don't agree with everything this person did or said, that there are certain good um qualities or attributes that this person, or good deeds this person have done, okay, which we could um appreciate and give gratitude to, okay. So even though, like, not everything, okay, Obama might have done in the past or is doing now, I agree to, but there's certain things which I admire about him as an individual, okay. Now I wanted to do this video, okay, because I put a short video out recently on YouTube where I went on to say that this was really addressed to the black community, okay. Now, even though I don't live in America, but obviously countries all around the world, okay, right now, especially people around the world, okay, are paying close attention, okay, to the U.S. election, okay, what is going on, what is being said, and so forth, okay. And I think I did put a video out, okay, just highlighting that, and this was really addressed to black people, okay, that's how we shouldn't like be hoodwinked and bamboozled, okay, in regards to Obama's speech, okay, um which was addressed to specifically black men, okay. Now, I did a short video expressing what I thought, saying that, at the end of the day, even though a lot of black men don't agree with what Obama said, but Obama was just speaking in his truth with integrity. He was just going according to the facts that was presented to him at that time when he made that speech. Okay, that's what prompted him to make that speech. Okay, but I just wanted to just um go a little bit deeper, okay, into this whole thing, what is going on. But I'm just going to, well, the way I'm going to do it is going to be looking through this through spiritual eyes, okay, I should say. All right. And I would say, okay, out of all the things I've heard, and and some of the other videos which I watched, okay, on YouTube, okay, and from my own personal perspective, okay, um, I think, all right, that the reasons why Obama is having such a backlash, okay, is because there's a lot of things, okay, black men, okay, I would say black people in general are very frustrated, okay, with the way things are going. um and especially, all right, if you have put all your trust and faith, okay, in politicians, okay, and somehow down the line, okay, you get sort of like being you are somehow disappointed, or whatever was promised was not delivered, and so forth. Okay, and the way I see it, okay, is that there are lots of lessons, okay, to be learned from this situation, okay, because you know Obama, okay, when I look at it from from us in the spiritual at the spiritual perspective, okay, Obama's president didn't just come forth like that. Okay, there were a lot of spiritual reasons why. Okay, Barack Obama became president. Okay, and because of, I think a lot of the things had to do with what black people experienced. Okay, in the past. All right, a lot of the atrocities that we suffered and we are still suffering under the teachings, belief systems, and philosophies of on the white supremacy as well, and really believe, okay, um, that Allah, I call him Allah because I'm a Muslim. I do believe, okay, that Allah, the Creator, okay, had a hand in that. Okay, and I think it's just significant. It isn't a coincidence, I should say. Okay, that's why Obama was the 44th president, 44th president. And if you know anything about numerology, okay, 44 is a highly spiritual number. Okay, it is considered as um it represents, okay, the divine presence. All right, and I really believe, okay, that the Most High, whether you believe it or not, that the divine, okay, Allah the Creator, he had a hand. There was a lot of things, okay, that he wanted to prove, not only to um the white race in general, but there's a lot of things as well to show, okay, for to black people as well, to say, look, we even though we were created, or even though like our forefathers were slaves, okay, or maybe we had or there were generations, okay, of black people that worked as servants, as maids, and so forth. But that we can um sort of like um achieve something higher than that, okay, that we can become much greater than our parents, our grandparents, and so forth. Okay, so there's a lot of things, okay, that and there's also, like as I said, there were things that the Most High wanted to also prove to the white race, okay, for those who have looked down upon black people, okay, have tried to dumb down, okay, what our ancestors had did in the past, and to say, look, like, you've had your time. Now is the time for the black man to rise. Okay, because in the scriptures it does say, like, the stone that the builder refused is going to be or become the head of the stone and all that. So there are also spiritual meanings, okay, as to why the Most High allowed this to happen and why he had a hand, okay, in playing um when it comes to Obama becoming president, okay. But there are also, all right, some things that I do believe that Obama himself has to sit down and also realize, okay, because I really do believe, okay, that the reason why black men are angry, not necessarily, okay, because of what he said, but there are also underlying issues here. Because from what I've heard from other black men, okay, who were interviewed, they said that how, like, the reason why they backed Obama is because obviously he was the first, although he is mixed race, okay, because in America, if you have one drop of blood, you're considered a black person. But again, overall, a lot of black men, so like, from what he was saying, a lot of them had hope that things were going to change, because I really do believe, okay, that Obama wanted to make he wanted to make a change, okay, and he also used that advantage of him being mixed race, okay, having a white mother and a black father. All right, so he felt that he was like sort of I would say in the a very good position, okay, to bring the races together. Plus, okay, that his father was a Muslim as well, okay, and I think his mother was a Christian. So it wasn't just bringing the two faiths together, but it was also bringing, um, to try and bring some unity between Christianity and Islam as well. All right, and how, like, he just wanted to bring about like justice, real justice, for black people, because we, as a black race, we've suffered so much, okay, through slavery, and even now, okay, there is still a lot of injustice, inequality, and so forth. And I really do believe that he wanted to make a change. But you see, at the end of the day, all right, what we have to understand that Obama's hand, okay, was tied, as well as any other politician, anyone, whether they um are or enter the prime minister or president, okay. What we all have to remember, okay, is that even though they have the best interest at heart, okay, to bring just real justice about, real peace, real unity. But we all have to remember, okay, that they are just politicians. And when you are prime minister and when you are president, okay, they're not just the one person running the show. Okay, there are a lot of people in the background. So even if, let's say, like, Obama, okay, wanted to bring about certain to make a like, to bring about something new, okay, there are going to be when that comes to his mind, okay, there are a group of people, that's workers around him, which he will have to present whatever idea, whatever comes to his mind, okay, and then obviously that needs to be discussed. And unfortunately, sometimes whatever he wants, even though it's in the best interest, okay, of his people or of the country in general, it could be rejected as a result. So we have to remember that, okay. And I also want to say, okay, and I think if Obama is watching this or listening to, I just also want to say to him as well that we are now in the age of Aquarius, okay, is the age of truth, is an age, is the age of justice, of a revelation, okay, and and if you were to listen, okay, to songs like of Bob Marley, okay, especially the one where it goes on about the Babylon system, okay, there is a spiritual meaning to this song, okay, especially when it goes about where he says in the first verse, we refuse to be what you wanted us to be. We are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. He talks about the educational system, okay, and how it has failed, okay, how we are keep we've been told a lot of lies about our history, okay, um, about us having giving us false promises, false hopes. Okay, and in one verse, which is I'm very interested in that song. Okay, where it goes on to say, we've been trotting on the wine press much too long. Okay, and then he goes on saying for to asking people to rebel. All right, and and also people of color, especially he was addressed, this song was addressed to the black man and people of color. And what I think, um, and even if you listen to or watch videos, okay, by the Nation of Islam, okay, how Minister Farrakhan, as well as the founder of the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad, where they on even Malcolm X, where they keep going on to black people saying that to put your trust and faith should be in the Most High. Okay, he has given. If you turn to the Most High, He will give you the tools that you need. Okay, for you to create a heaven on this earth. And I think in one video on YouTube, where how the minister Louis Farrakhan, he goes on, he makes a fearless speech, okay, um exposing the failures of president of the former president Obama in terms of justice and jobs, okay. And even if you were to listen and watch, okay, videos, okay, by Malcolm X, where he goes on to say about real freedom, what real freedom is, because you see, we are still, having putting all our faith and our trust in politicians to bring about real peace, equality, real justice. Okay, and that's not happening. Why isn't it happening? Because we shouldn't put our faith in man. Even in the book of Psalms, David, King David, okay, who wrote the most powerful book in the Holy Bible, he says that you should never put your trust in man. In fact, he even said that man of a higher degree, they're all liars, men of a lower degree are vanity. Okay? And altogether they're all just above vanity. Okay? So there again, the Bible is saying, the scriptures is saying that your faith, okay, your faith, your trust should be in the Most High to give you that guidance, that you do those spiritual tools that you need. Because that's why when Jesus on the came was sorry, well, I should say, when Jesus of 2000 of years ago came, what did he say? He said that the kingdom is inside of us, okay, and we have the ability, okay. But as I said that in my previous videos, that when this man, okay, was created, okay, with Allah's permission in the Garden of Eden, okay, he was given that power, he was given dominion, okay, over the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, and the fishes of the sea. And obviously, because he disobeyed the Most High, okay, he lost that spiritual power. But again, you see, Jesus of 2,000 years ago, he came, okay, to so that we could be healed and redeemed, okay, to be able to have, to be able to receive, okay, that the tools, okay, that the enlightenment, okay, the wisdom that we need in order to create, okay, that heaven on this earth. But what we have done, okay, is to keep putting our faith, okay, or keep trusting and in man, okay, and every time this has caused a lot of disappointment, okay, because of what has gone on, and this is what's happening now, okay. That's why there was this huge uproar, okay, where black men, they were very angry with what Obama said. But you see, as I said, there are underlying issues there, because even like some of them were saying that, oh, the reason why, that they're not going to vote for Obama, because a lot of the things he said. But again, as I said earlier, that like when somebody becomes president or somebody becomes prime minister, they, even though they may have the best interest at heart, but remember that they are just the president and they're just the prime minister. There's a lot of people that are involved. Okay, it's not just them alone. All right, they are just, yes, it's true that they're the president or the prime minister, but there are other people, okay, involved in making decisions and whatever. Okay, and unfortunately, they just have to go with the flow. Okay, even though they don't agree, okay, with what this group of people at the back is saying, that they just have to go with it, because there are other peoples, because remember that they were not just elected by themselves. Okay, there's other people, there's a lot of things that goes on in an election. Okay, there's a lot of, because a lot of people, a lot of especially rich people, the elites, put money behind the campaign. All right, so at that time, so they're not whole anymore, they're fragmented, because they have to please everyone, including those people who have given them the financial support to enable them to become president or prime minister. Okay, and as I've said before, if you want to experience real freedom, a sense of real justice, okay, is that we need to turn back to the creator. Okay, we need to turn back to the creator. Okay, and to give us the tools, the spiritual tools that we need, the knowledge that we need, the wisdom, the power, okay, in order for us to create our own heaven, okay, on this earth. Okay, because I would say, okay, it's just useless. It's just useless to try and put all your faith and trust in man. Okay, we need to turn back to the Creator for that, and that is why I like this song. Okay, Babylon System, where Bob Marley, he talks about a bit where he says that we've like we've been trodden on the wine press far too long. And then he goes on to say, rebel, rebel. And one of the best ways, that we can do that, in this day and age, is to use our voice, okay, use our voice, all right, as a vote, okay, use our voice as a vote, okay, and to express it, don't keep things in, and then like all of a sudden, that when somebody says something, or when somebody does something, we start, you know sort of like expressing our frustrations. Why not do it now? And I really believe, when Obama said what he said, I think this is another way that the creator, is using individuals, okay? And I think in this case he used Obama, okay, for us as a black people to wake up and say, like, no, like, we no longer going to um go along, okay, with this with this um even though, okay, that sexism and racism, and other forms of discrimination exist, but we no longer going to accept that. And for a long time, I think black men, okay, wanted to say that, but obviously they just kept it in. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why did it have to take for Obama to say what he said or whatever for them to come out when they could have just said it a long time ago? And I think that this is also a good time for people to address these issues. Okay, now that we've got like a so-called woman, okay, of color, who is running the for president now, this is a good time to express those concerns now, and also I also wanted to just, I don't know if maybe Obama is watching this, or is going to watch this video, as well as Kamala Harris, okay, or her team. I just want them, okay, to just remember that now, okay, we are in the age of Aquarius. We now, this is an age of truth, justice, revelation, and you know that they need to wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and smell the coffee, and look and investigate, okay, the deeper reasonings as to why there was a backlash into what to Obama's infamous speech, okay, and don't just go on the notion, all right, that is because Kamala is a black, woman running for president. That is the reason why black men are not turning out and things like that to support her. Okay, there are underlying issues which need to be um, sort of um, uh, dealt with, okay, um but in general, okay, I really believe that it's time that black people stand up, use their voice as a vote, also turn to the creator, okay, to give them that wisdom, that power that they need, okay, so that they can create um that heaven on earth, so they can experience real peace, real justice, um, real equality, okay, and to feel a sense of wholeness, or oneness, okay, within themselves, okay, and to have, that continuous connection to the Most High. All right. So I hope you enjoyed listening or watching this video today, okay, and once again, I just want to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone who have left comments, click the like button. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. And if you did enjoy listening or watching this video, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.